hour from now, South Africa's first impeachment debate will start in the National Assembly.
The motion was tabled by the Democratic Alliance after last week's landmark ruling by the Constitutional Court. The court found President Jacob Zuma and the National Assembly violated the Constitution in their handling of the eNCA matter.
It will be the first time in the history of democratic South Africa that a motion to remove a president by means of impeachment is debated. In the past, MPs have debated motions of no confidence, but have failed, as the ANC has a majority in Parliament. A motion of no confidence is a moral test. MPs have lost faith in the president. If it's successful, the entire cabinet must resign as well. In comparison, impeachment is more factual, as stated in Section 89 of the Constitution. There are three grounds for impeachment: the serious violation of the Constitution, serious misconduct, or the inability of the President to perform the functions of office. Impeachment is also punitive. If the President is removed, he loses his pension and other benefits. In order for the President to be removed, 2/3 of the National Assembly must vote in favour of impeachment. That means for this motion to succeed, every single opposition MP and 116 ANC MPs will need to vote in favour of it. It's going to be a delicate matter for ANC MPs. They may have to justify why they vote against impeachment by saying the violation of the Constitution was not that serious, or it's not in the interests of the country to impeach the President now. Either way, if they vote against impeachment, they are publicly condoning the unlawful behaviour of the President. Annika Larsen, Cape Town.
Well, senior reporter Annika Larsen is live to us from Parliament this lunchtime. Annika, certainly a historic day at Parliament, but the Democratic Alliance can't be thinking that this motion will be successful.
Thanks so much to you, Michelle. Yes, well, all the black cars are pulling up, the smart black cars of people arriving here at Parliament. And I think that's the very question that I'm going to ask the DA spokesperson, Mabine Seabe, is: your critics are calling this, Mabine, an exercise in futility. What's your response?
Well, I mean, it's surprising that those critics are the ANC who lose or gain the most from this vote of impeachment. We're trying to protect one man, Jacob Zuma, at the expense of the Constitution and the people of South Africa. This is a necessary tool of Parliament and the Constitution to hold the President to account, and we feel that this is the best step in order to do so.
Do you expect any ANC MPs to break rank with the caucus direction and to actually abstain or vote in favour?
Well, if they do so, then they've chosen the Constitution over President Jacob.
Position to vote in favour in order to win the motion for impeachment. If you don't succeed, do you have another move up your sleeve?
Well, opposition party leaders met this morning, and broadly they agreed on the way forward in terms of the way the sitting is going to go today, as well as the way forward, and they'll be able to brief the media on the specifics of that meeting straight after the sitting.
Mabine Seabe, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be hearing more from all the opposition parties a little later on. But just bear in mind, this is also the time, perhaps difficult time for ANC MPs who will either have to take the moral high ground and break rank, we presume with what the caucus has told them, or decide that their careers are at stake, or that they believe that the President was not guilty of a very serious violation of the Constitution. Back to you, Michelle.
Indeed, senior reporter Annika Larsen live to us there from Parliament. That motion of impeachment scheduled to get underway at 2 o'clock in the National Assembly. You can catch it live right here on Newsday.
In the meantime, the ANC's Extended National Working Committee has accepted President Jacob Zuma's apology. Secretary-General Gwede Mantashe says this decision will now be taken to the party's branches.
Well, members of the NWC attended the meeting in Cape Town yesterday following last week's Constitutional Court ruling. The court found that the President failed to uphold and respect the Constitution in his handling of the Public Protector's eNCA report.
The Special Investigating Unit has a new head. Advocate Jan Lekwa Matibi will take the reins from the 1st of May. Matibi is the Executive Director for Legal Governance and Compliance at MedScheme Holdings. He's also held positions in both the public and private sector, including Standard Bank, Nedbank and the South African Revenue Service. Matibi takes over from Gerard Versaghi, who's been acting SIU head for just over a year. Much more on Newsday after the break.
I'm from All Life. We've been helping HIV-positive South Africans get fully comprehensive life cover since 2004. Why? Because we believe it's your right to access financial products, your right to apply for a home loan, your right to take care of your loved ones. Just one telephone call could get you insured. No application forms, no waiting periods, no fuss, no fine print. Just straightforward life insurance. At All Life, we help you take care of those you love, help you provide for your husband or your wife, your kids, your parents, or anyone else who may depend on you. Single mothers are often the sole breadwinners for their families.